There's nothing good or bad in life. It's just everything is just making you stronger.
So you are not scared of emotions. You're not scared to process your emotions.
If I'm always victimizing myself, how would I be able to remove a victim from his or her problem?
You represented India at the United Nations. You were the first woman there.
Yoga is a personal journey, but it's also work. So I take this chunni and I place the chunni just under my arm.
Every cell of our body holds memory.
Yes. A lot of your pain, your posture, everything is happening with your lifestyle and with emotions. When you're worried not just in your mind. Your body is depicting the worry.
I guess as human beings, we carry memory even in our genes. Today, we are excited to welcome a remarkable guest who has changed countless lives and redefined the wellness industry. She is also the first woman to represent India at the United Nations not once but twice. She has worked closely with the Government of India to help heal people through yoga. As the first wellness on-the-go coach, she has created a great impact on people's life to become healthier and happier. She has worked with multinational companies and corporates like Google, Apple and Vodafone to help them create a better work-life environment. As an international yoga expert and a motivational speaker, she is a strong advocate of positive aging and mental well-being. In this fast-paced hustle culture, it's time for us to slow down and live life healthier and happier. Welcome to the Breaking Stereotypes, where we embrace every choice, empower every thought, and encourage every individual to create a change. Presented by the SAP Media, sponsored by Dr. Stuti Karesh Shukla's Elements of Aesthetics and production partner, the PAC Studios. I'm your host, Sudakshana Chatla, founder of the SAP Media. Welcome to the show and namaste. I'm going to go back a little bit with the time when I met you. It's been almost 6 years ago.
More.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
More.
8, 9.
Yes. 8, 9 years ago.
Wow. Okay. When we look at Sumaira, that's when we... Yeah. And I feel I have seen you transform every single year in the most beautiful ways. Not just from the physical appearance, but the way you have transformed yourself within, inside out. And I know yoga plays a very big role in that.
Yes. It's pivotal, I would say.
And
it's really been.
And I know that yoga is something that keeps you sane.
I think, for me, work.
Yeah.
Work keeps everyone sane.
Absolutely.
I feel that if you don't have work, if you don't have purpose, if you don't have a purpose in your life, you will just be all over. I feel I look young because I feel so purposeful in my life. I have so many places to be at within myself, internally, what I want to become and who I want to be and what all I want to do with work.
Yes.
And yoga is a personal journey, but it's also work.
Absolutely.
Right? So I feel very blessed that yoga is also my work because I'm always on a personal journey.
Yeah.
You know, because when you teach people, when you give your energy to people, you have to be very vulnerable. You have to be able to show yourself in your light for people to be able to bring out their light within themselves.
Yeah.
You know, and you need to be so aware of yourself, you need to be so accepting of your beauty and of your flaws, and to be able to voice them out. You know, because none of us are perfect, right? Perfect is just a myth. And I think yoga has been that journey which has been my constant companion, and it, like, we'll talk about that as well and how it has changed me.
Yeah.
But it's been amazing.
Sunaina, as we talk about accepting ourselves and, you know, giving that light to others, helping people, I know it doesn't come easily. I know it's hard work of last 2 decades that has brought you where you are. You know, you are the messenger for people where you are helping them, you know, heal their traumas or maybe become better mentally, physically. I remember when we started working, you represented India at the United Nations. You were the first woman there, right? From there to now, being able to help people around the world through your Instagram platform or through the TV shows, through all the sources, all the platforms, 500,000 people following you out there. You tell me the journey around it, how did it start and what brought you here?
That's very beautiful. I feel like the first thing when you said, you're giving light to others,
Yeah.
but I feel you need to have light within you,
Yeah.
and there are times where the light can be dim. There are times where the light is bright light, and it's all about our own aura.
Yeah.
It's how there have been times when you have seen me also not have it. You've also seen me have it all.
Yeah.
And it's a constant journey.
Yeah.
But we have to, I think, keep making ourselves better to be able to make anyone else better. There is no point. I can't make anyone better if I don't know how to make myself better.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a very personal journey first.
Yeah. Since I know you personally, I know that you are very vulnerable also. You are not scared of emotions. You're not scared to process your emotions. And that makes other people comfortable with you. And I feel comfortable. I know that there are no judgments. I know that there's nothing that I can hide from you. And does that help you while you teach yoga?
Oh, definitely. I think because I have this trait
Yeah.
of vulnerability,
Yeah.
and I will be able to bear myself.
Yeah.
Because I think when I'm doing therapy or I'm doing counseling, it works like, say I'm counseling with you.
Yeah.
All right? First, I have to wear my clothes and be like, yes, Sudakshana, what's the problem?
Yeah.
Right? Now, Sudakshana will tell me her problem. Then I have to wear her clothes. I have to remove mine, put hers on, and then give. Then I have to wear mine back. So it's like you have to wear the other person. You have to
Yeah.
be within the other person
Yeah.
to really understand where they are coming from, because there are too many places where people have come from. You understand? So when I look at people, I can now, because it's been 2 decades of teaching,
Yeah.
I'm able to just understand exactly what they need, exactly what they want and what they need. It's like God,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, we have a plan, God, but it's not working out the way I've planned my life. But God knows that this is going to take you down, buddy. I have another
Better
plan
plan.
for you, and that plan could be really challenging. It could be the hardest challenge. People who have had all their wits are sitting in wheelchairs. People who have had families have cancer. People are going through so much. And it is blame. But that's not how I planned my life. But there was a different plan. You only planned it in your head.
Yeah.
But there is a different plan. And it makes us so much more stronger. I've seen it with my own life. And every time now that a challenge hits me, what do I say? Jai Mata Di.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It has to be the way it is. Because we are imagining it's supposed to be another way with our limited brain. That's our limited vision. There's nothing good or bad in life. It's just everything is just making you stronger. And now I'm able to help people if I didn't have this philosophy.
Yeah.
And if somebody came, oh Sunaina, the worst thing ever happened to me. How would I be able to help them? Because I'm in that same state of like, why did this happen to me?
Yeah. Cribbing.
Yeah, if I'm always victimizing myself, how would I be able to remove a victim from his or her problem?
Yeah.
Only when I've been able to do that with myself. And there's still challenges.
Yeah.
Because every time you feel you've reached there are 100 more steps, then 1,000 more steps, then 1,000,000 more steps. And you need to know that. We have reached nowhere. We are just small little beings.
Yeah, we don't, non-existent.
We are.
But like you said, you had to go through challenges to help people. I'm sure you had your own set of challenges, you had your own set of trauma that you healed to be able to help others.
Definitely.
Can we deep dive into that?
Deep dive. I've deep dived into it for so many years. But actually now I can actually laugh about
Laugh
it. Otherwise
about
I'll
it.
have tears in my eyes.
Yeah.
And that's like still where the trauma is still there, you know.
Yeah.
And we still have parts of it still within
Yeah.
us. I think like even when I was 14, you know, I just come into my teenage years. We lived in South Africa when my dad passed on. So that was very challenging, you know. Also seeing my mom handle it, was fully depressed. That was very challenging because we suddenly didn't have a father. And my mom will be like, Sunaina, it's like we have a house without a roof. We are, you know,
And you were the oldest kid?
and I was the eldest in my family with the kids.
Yeah.
And that was very challenging. And then we had to shift countries. So I had a boyfriend, and then I had all my best friends, and I had my home, which I was used to all my life, and I had to change, and I had to come to India. And suddenly I had to change my boards. I had to change 11th and 12th in CBSE, which I'd done a different board. So that was also challenging. But it was challenging, but I'm a very adaptive human.
Yeah.
I adapt.
Yeah. You're
I
like
get
water.
into I'm water. I flow with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, of course, it was challenging. You have to figure it out. And then as I grew older, I got married. I was married for 11 years. That also, you know, we didn't have any physical intimacy. And being a very physical human, that was very challenging for me. Then we had a divorce. That was very challenging. That was very challenging till much later, I feel. The repercussions of a divorce also manifest in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Then my ex-husband got married again. That was also challenging.
And all this while you had a child with you as a single mother.
And as a single mom. And then for my daughter too, that was very challenging. And it was like there were times I would also lose my head because I'm also human. I'm also living life for the first time. So even like when he got married, and I thought, okay, everything is, but it was so challenging.
Yeah.
Because you have to work your ego. You always think, oh, maybe I would have been the first one too. I'm telling you, like basic emotion.
Yeah.
The basic emotion comes. And I had to work through that. So I've had those challenges, and now I can be so much at peace. I wasn't at peace. I wasn't at peace for so many different parts because there were challenges. I had to work through those transitions, you know, like in yoga when you have Suryanamaskar, okay? You'll go inhale and then you'll go into a forward fold, and each asana will have a name,
Yeah.
right? But when you do Chaturanga Dandasana, which is the plank,
Yeah.
and you have to hold on a low plank, that is your transition. And that pose in Surya Namaskara is the hardest. Life is challenging for everyone.
For everyone.
Right.
Yeah, and at their own pace, as per whatever wisdom they have, people face it, people overcome it. But you had a...
And some people don't overcome it.
And
Because
for
they're
yours.
still not bringing wisdom into their lives.
Yeah.
They are still victimizing themselves. Like, I don't even feel, Sudakshana, that age has anything to do with it. Earlier we used to say, right, people who are older have so much more wisdom because they've gone through so many experiences.
Yeah.
But it's not true, because you can go through so many experiences, but an older person will only be wise if they've been able to change those experiences or work through those experiences. If experience after experience keeps happening and you don't change it, then age also has no number.
Yeah, I guess you're in a loop, in a constant loop, repeating the same mistakes,
Correct.
attracting the same things, attracting the same kind of people. And then you're
And
like...
enacting the same karma.
Karma. And you're like, why is this happening to me?
Correct.
Yeah.
Why? Why is it me?
Yeah.
Why do I have to go through this? Why did he not love me? Why am I not? It's all of that. And then when we start to realize the small aspects of, oh my God, because I've noticed that most of us spend most of our time talking about what the other person did to us.
We never analyze ourselves.
We don't give ourselves that time. We are not analyzing ourselves at all. 99% of your conversation will be, but he's like this, or she's like this, or he's like this, and she did this, and he did this. because we want to deflect. It is so hard for us to see who we are that it's so easy to talk about the other person and deflect.
I guess we as human beings, we are in constant denial also.
Constantly. Constant denial. All the time.
But I know that throughout all these challenges, like you said in the beginning, your companion, yoga,
Yes, my best friend.
how did that change your life or made it easier for you to face these challenges?
Yes, beautiful question, because it's such an important answer.
Yeah.
You know, yoga, when I first started yoga, yoga was my savior. It was my savior. I needed to hold it. I needed to do it all the time. It felt like I need it. I need that. So it was a little bit of my crutch,
Yeah.
right? And that was very important because yoga was so beautiful for me then. It really helped me, not just physically, because I didn't actually go to yoga on a physical level first. I went to yoga because I was going through my emotional journey.
Yeah.
And I felt sad, and I felt frustrated, and I felt angry. I felt all those emotions. And I remember I would just put my mat at 12 o'clock in the night and I would move my body. And I would breathe deeply while I'm moving my body. And when I would do that, because your body, your heart or your mind is not where your memory is stored. Each cell in your body is where memory is stored. Your memory is stored in your skin, in your body. And when you move your body and you stretch your body, it's actually having a very, very deep mental effect on you.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yes,
for
you
ex-
release all the memories that you're holding on.
Slowly, slowly.
Yeah.
You're not releasing just memories because memories are too deeply embedded in you.
Yeah.
You're not releasing them there.
Yeah.
You're making yourself feel better.
Yeah.
And you can't go to yoga saying, I will release my memories. No. But every day I will feel good.
Better.
Every day I will make this better. And slowly, slowly, you don't even realize when it's gone. But you can't go with just that intention. You go that this day needs to be lovely. This day I need to work on myself and grow as a human being. And then God gives you those gifts. But if you think you're going to just get this gift, that the memory is going to be released, it's never going to be released.
Yeah, I guess.
Because it is everywhere. But you can learn to adapt to it. Sometimes it releases. It just, not the memory, the sadness of the memory releases. The memory stays.
Yeah.
But the emotion associated with that memory will start to release. So I'll give you an example. Like if I'm doing this, so I'm lifting. I'm also working on my armpit, right? I'm stretching and I'm working this armpit. Now, what does your armpit hold? Armpit holds depression.
Wow, that's an interesting thing.
Now, I'm not saying, okay, God, release my depression. But every time I'm going, inhale, I'm breathing, I'm stretching. And all those knots, all that memory that's within your body starts to fire out. So a lot of the times, a lot of people when they're holding a pose start howling.
Howling, yeah.
Because some deeply embedded memory has come to the forefront.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I guess as human beings, we carry memory even in our genes. Like it can be from our ancestors to anyone.
Definitely. That's what I'm saying. It can't be
can't
removed.
be removed, but it can just make you feel better and you can deal with it better.
Yes. You don't have to victimize yourself. You can make that a positive in your life.
Yeah.
You know, I still remember my mom saying a small thing like, you're not good at math. And when she said that, I'm like, why am I not good at math? And I made that a challenge in my life. And I taught math all over India. You know, I think sometimes you can look at it and make it debilitating for you. And sometimes you can look at it and make it, you can rise like a phoenix there.
Now we'll do a quick segment where I'm going to give you a few options and you're going to tell me whether you're going to keep it or break it.
And if I want to keep both or break both?
Just say that.
Okay.
Okay.
Done. I'm ready.
So, break it or keep it, the Breaking Stereotypes edition. Okay?
Okay.
Fast paced life.
Keep it.
I know you are a New York and Mumbai person.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
definitely. Marriage as a necessity.
Not at all. Leave it.
Fear of failure.
Keep it. No, I mean, leave it. Fear of failure. Yeah, leave it.
Yeah. Hustle culture.
Definitely keep it.
You love it.
It has to be a hustle. You have to hustle life.
Yeah. Career first mentality.
No.
What is it for you?
Leave it. First is family.
Beautiful. Meditation as a daily ritual.
Definitely keep it.
Using phones or laptops in bed.
None, but I still use my phone in bed.
Okay. Multitasking during meals.
It's not supposed to be done, but I still can't say that I don't do it. Multitasking also means chatting. Like
Yeah.
when we do yoga, they say keep completely quiet and just
Yeah.
enjoy each sense of the food. But in the culture that we live in, food is celebratory.
Yeah.
So you sit on a table, you talk to everyone. So what was that? So leave it.
Okay. Karma or destiny.
Both. I think I've seen in my life how karma has played such a big role and how much work I have done to create that destiny in my life. So I think it's both.
Beautiful. Okay. So often trauma or memories, when we talk about it, we think it's all in our mind, it's all in our brain. But you are saying that it's in our body. Every cell of our body holds memory.
Yes.
How?
You know, that's why, coming back to your previous thing, that's why yoga helps. Because when yoga is creating movement in your body, it's making you breathe, it's connecting your mind and your body together, the breath work.
Yeah.
All of it is working together, right? It's starting to work on a deeper level.
Yeah.
Right? Now, how does trauma get into our body? I'll give you an example. Okay. I am at an ATM, say, and I'm taking out money. And suddenly it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm alone. And suddenly 3 men, big men, come into that ATM and close the ATM. What will you feel?
Scared?
Yeah,
Worried?
yeah. Not worried,
You're
scared.
scared. Like fearful. Like
Yeah. So what will you want to do?
run or
Yes.
fight. Fight because you know there are 3 big men, you rather plan to run.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you have 3 responses. You can choose one of the 3 or all of the 3 or 2 of the 3, which is you can fight them. You can flight, meaning you can run,
Run away.
or you freeze. Correct? You might not, you'll just freeze.
Yeah.
Now, if there are 3 men, can your body be relaxed? No, right? Your body is going to tighten.
Yeah.
Your glutes, your hips,
Yeah.
everything will tighten. Am I
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Now, a body part, your hips have tightened. If you need to flight, if you need to run, what will happen? All the circulation of the blood needs to go to your legs. Because you need to run very, very fast.
Yeah.
So the blood has to circulate into your legs.
Yeah.
If you want to fight, so blood circulate has to happen in your legs and your hands. Because you have to fight. So all the blood has to move into that area as well.
Yeah.
So what's happened to your body? So suddenly, when you're out of this danger, you'll feel so exhausted. Your body, you'll be like, I need to lie down. Will you feel energized?
No.
You'll feel tired. So what is happening? Your hips have gotten tighter. Your shoulders, your neck, everything. And that is when yoga teaches you, open your hips. Release. Your hips hold a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
Because of this, can you see how your hips have just held trauma in this example? So rather than just listening to what people are saying, really imagine like, yeah, my hips have held trauma.
Yeah.
Corporates, when they're going in for a meeting, what happens? Oh, I have to give a speech. It's all traumatizing in different levels.
True.
In different levels, everything can be scary. And what happens? If for me, I'll do this. You know, if I'm really scared, my fists will think. What are these wrist exercises? Opening your fingers. Because you are releasing the trauma. And that is why all this works in yoga. This is all of it. When you're worried not just in your mind. Your body is depicting the worry. When we started, or if you're feeling, okay, now we're going to start a podcast, what would we do?
Yeah.
What is that feeling? Let's remove the stress with our breath.
Yeah. Can you tell us some quick hacks or some quick tips? Like you said, corporate. It can be with anyone, right? Maybe before entering a meeting or before entering on the stage or maybe before starting a podcast. Can you tell us some quick hacks on how to relax and release the stress?
Yes, so I will tell you a beautiful breathing exercise, which is honestly, one has to work on it because you can learn a lot of pranayama and breath work. But what do you do in real time at this moment? If you have to give a talk, the world, everything is revolving around, you don't know what to do, you're having an argument with somebody and it's heating up. What do you do in real time? So this is called the physiological sigh. All right, so we're going to do it together. So we are sitting straight, because always when you sit straight, your lungs open up. Right? The moment you hunch, your lungs shut down. So as you sit and you lift your chest, automatically there's more confidence as well. Because body creates confidence. Now, the way physiological sigh works is you take one really deep inhale. Now, enter one more inhale into that. And now sigh with a noise. Alright? So again, inhale. Now sneak in some more air and now if you're feeling a lot of stress, you are doing right? Inhale, sneak in more air. Still, see, can you see? Now, this is beautiful to even tell the audience. When we are doing that, it means we are not always able to tell our truth. We are not able to communicate what we are really feeling. Is that true with you?
Yeah.
I know you too well. And I know that you're such a kind, sweet human. And there are many times that you will take everyone's stress and you will not be able to just scream back or talk back.
I don't do that.
You don't do that, so you're holding. And it's manifesting inside your body, that holding. You understand? So, let's do it one more time. And without any preconceived and who you are. Okay? You're in a cave, there's no one in this world. You don't give a crap. Forget it. Alright? Let's go. Inhale. Very good. Give me 5.
Okay. Yes.
Don't feel scared. She doesn't need my set. I did it.
Okay, she's gonna make me do all the
Now
things,
you asked me for a couple of hacks, so I'm going to give you one more hack about releasing tension.
Okay.
The best is, I'm going to give the example of you being with your loved one and you are having a major fight. Whether it's your parents or your siblings or your boyfriend, girlfriend. Oh my God, you can't handle it. You're having a fight and it is, your full body is feeling it. Okay? So what do you do in real time? You're going to inhale. Now see what I do, okay? You're going to inhale. It's going to be a hard one for you. But life is challenge, right? We could go back with something deeper,
absolutely.
Right? Just for your own self. So you inhale and go.
I have already exhaled.
She's already exhaled. So, this is called the lion's breath. You are the lion. You have to believe you're the lion. Okay. and you have to, so this, you take out your tongue and you take out, it's toxicity.
Yeah.
Toxicity comes in emotions, toxicity also comes with bad breath.
Right.
Correct? Because something, if it's dirty inside, you'll have a bad breath.
Yeah.
That's also toxic.
Yeah.
And the emotion that we are holding inside us is also toxic.
Yeah.
So this breath work removes the anger from your body, and it also releases the bad breath, and you start to get oral fresh breath. Alright? So
Yeah.
let's do it together.
Are we really doing it?
Yeah, with each other, okay? So you don't have to face the camera, do it with me.
I'm
Take out the
going to
tongue
be very
fully.
conscious about
You don't have to be.
Okay.
In this moment,
Close your
forget
eyes,
being
guys.
conscious. Who cares? It's only
Because
us.
that I have to learn from you.
Yeah, but
Who
who cares?
cares?
Come on, let's do it.
Okay.
But there's no point of us saying all these things until we experience these things, right?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Give
am
me
I
5
going-
first. You're going to, both hands. Let's go.
Okay, am I going to scream and open my mouth with the tongue out?
You're going to, when you make noise, it removes anger.
तो
When you
normally
stay
भी आवाज नहीं
quiet,
निकलती
when
है
you
ना.
stay quiet, it doesn't remove the anger.
Okay.
The volume removes anger. That's why if you've noticed a lot of people when they fight, suddenly they don't fight quietly. There's somewhere they raise their voice.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That can make you angry also, but it can also release anger.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's do the lion's breath. Come on, give me your hand. Come on.
Are you seeing my hands?
Come
are
on,
cold.
relax, relax. We can do this.
Yeah, I'm like
Alright,
going all
so
stiff.
inhale. Yeah. Now you're going to practice this at home.
Okay.
Start practicing.
Okay.
It's also opening this, your
Chakra.
throat chakra,
Yeah.
your Vishuddhi. This is your
Yeah.
chakra which is holding a lot.
But I already feel a lot in my spine for some reason.
Yeah, we will get to that also
Yeah.
right now.
Well.
Alright. Okay, well done. Give me 5, baby girl.
Now, another important and the most common problem
Yes.
is back pain.
Yes.
And I also feel it's because of the kind of lifestyle we live in. Like, we are on our phones, desks, sedentary lifestyle, we are like this. And then when someone says that's when we are, the posture is the problem.
Yes, that's one of the big problems. So, for pain, back pain, like you said, if that is a huge problem in our society today,
Yeah.
it's coming from a lot of factors, right? Big one is poor posture,
Yeah.
right? And poor posture is happening through a lot of things, whether we are on our phone, whether we have a forward head, because life is always moving forward, it doesn't go backwards, so we don't do this.
Yeah.
We are like this.
This.
So when we are like this, our neck is hunching like that. This has become long. This has become short. Our upper back is getting rounded.
Yeah.
Eh,
You're hunching.
Right? When everything is taking an effect.
Yeah.
Your whole body is not in alignment.
Yeah.
Some people walk like this. Some people walk arched.
Yeah.
Overarch. Correct? So posture is a huge one with our lifestyle. But even with posture, why is your posture going? It's not just because of computer or phone it's a big reason, but it's a lot to do with emotions.
How is that?
For example, I'm sitting and I'm feeling great and I'm confident and I'm sitting. Now, tring, 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 there's a call. Hello, Sunaina. And there is some bad news. This person has had an accident. Okay. Now, what will happen?
Yeah.
Will I be like this? Oh, where did that happen?
No.
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 What will I suddenly, if I'm standing, what will I do? I'll be like, I need to sit down. So your whole body is going to take in the news that your mind has taken, and it will move into your whole body.
Yeah.
You know, I still remember when my dad passed away, and the moment I heard that Papa is no more, my whole body, I swear, it went like, my whole body. The whole body was in just, I couldn't stop. Like 5-6 people had to stop me. My whole body was in,
Yeah.
I've heard it with my mind, but my whole body has
Shock.
reacted to it. I've gone in shock.
Yeah.
So definitely a lot of your pain, your posture, everything is happening with your lifestyle and with emotions. So when you hear any bad news or anything that makes you feel worried or anxious, what will happen? Your throat will become dry. Your body will, your mouth will become dry. It'll not be moist. You'll suddenly be like, have you noticed?
Yeah.
So all the reactions are happening in your body. And again, that's why, like when you have pain in your back, it's the same thing. It's emotions.
I guess that's something very insightful, that we don't realize that our emotions are causing pain in our body.
Yes.
But what are the causes? What are the emotions that lead to back pain?
Okay. So again, an example. When I was going through my divorce, I was all fine.
Yeah.
Okay. But when I started living on my own as a single mom, I had my daughter, I was living alone, and my ex-husband would do everything for me. Now everything was sorted. Now I needed to figure out my career, I needed to figure out the monies, I wanted to do this alone, I didn't want help from my family. Now what happened? My back started going. My back started going, meaning 8 disc bulges.
My God.
My hip was fractured. I had full sciatica running down my legs. Okay? All of that happened. And honestly, when I went much deeper into my pain and all that, my lower back, when it went, is because I did not feel supported. What does your back structure give you? Your
Support.
back is your support.
Your backbone. It's
It's
called
your
a backbone.
Now I don't have a backbone in my life. So my backbone went. I was under intense pain. So that emotion of feeling unsupported, not getting help, right, finished my lower back. Then my neck and shoulders. What does that hold? What does your neck and shoulders? There's a book, no, called Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand.
Yeah.
Right? So you move the atlas, the world around your shoulders. So Atlas shrugged, meaning all the responsibility, all that is weighing
your
on our
shoulders.
shoulders. So you'll notice, and everyone here who's listening to our podcast will notice, that whenever they are feeling a lot of responsibility, they'll start to do this. They'll start to do this. A lot of it will come on our neck and shoulders because it's going to feel really heavy. The whole world is on our shoulders.
And there's a saying like that.
Yes, right? So that is where the neck pain, the shoulder pain emotionally originates. Then it can originate because of physical things like this, like this, like this. You understand? You're walking differently. Some people walk with duck feet, so their hip is also out. Some people walk with inward feet. So posture has a lot to do with pain, and emotions have a lot to do with pain. Lifestyle has a lot to do with pain.
Yeah. But I've seen one of your reels on Instagram where I guess it was a posture correction video. Right, with a chunni.
Yes.
And it went pretty viral.
Yes.
I guess we should share that with the audience because that was so helpful.
Yes,
Let's
it was a
do
very,
that.
very brilliant one. So I'm wearing a chunni.
Let's do it.
So let's do it. So we really always work on wellness on the go.
On the go.
Right? In your daily life, what you can do.
Yeah.
You don't need to change into your yoga clothes, have a yoga mat, nothing. You have a chunni, you have a scarf, you have a tie, you have a towel, a long towel.
Yeah.
Alright? So I'm going to move around a little bit. So I'm going to show the audience. So I take this chunni and I place the chunni just under my armpit. Okay? Here. And it's equal length.
Yeah.
Okay? Now I take this and I flap it over. This.
Yeah.
Like this. Understood?
Yeah.
Now from here, I take my chunni
Inside?
Inside. No, I'll do it so that
Okay.
everyone can do it themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take the chunni inside. Got it? I've created this. This is not falling down, right? It's up. Now from here, I create a cross. This. Now, before I do anything. Understood that? Now I hold the chunni in both my hands. Now see what's going to happen as I pull the chunni. Look at my neck and my shoulder.
Yeah, there's instantly a chest is opening.
It's like this.
Yeah.
And now my shoulder blades. So now see it from behind. My shoulder blades and my neck is moving downward. I'm moving the neck, which has this kind of tension, away from me. This. Now, I just
Tight.
tightly tie it. And now I've made my own posture correction brace.
Well,
So
and
it's
how-
the best DIY hack.
How long can you be in that?
As
position?
long as you want.
Because
there
that's
are
the
many
right-
times that I'm doing yoga wearing this brace.
Okay.
Because I'm so much more straighter, so I'm also practicing. And even with my students, a lot of them, I'll make them do the posture brace and then be like, okay, now let's begin the session.
Wow. But
And then
this
after
is
some
the
time
right
it can come
posture.
out. Now-
this is the right posture.
Just for the upper.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at my lower back, it can be arching. So I have to
Yeah.
engage and I have to engage my core.
Core.
So it goes deeper and deeper. But this is a very good posture, even if you're sitting on corporates. Sitting on. Now, if you don't have this, you'll do this. Now you have this. It's pulling you back. So you'll automatically do this. You see?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're not able to.
Hunch.
Yeah, correct.
So it's holding your shoulders.
Yes. So it's a really good one, guys. You have to do it. Everybody here also has to do it.
Yeah, we are all hunching after a certain point. So sit straight.
And even however much we say sit straight, like you said it very beautifully, that we decide we'll sit straight, we sit straight, and then after that
Yeah.
we lose because it's not in our memory. You're
Yeah.
intellectually saying sit straight. You
But your
understand?
body-
So that is again another reason why yoga really helps. Because yoga is teaching you in every asana how to be straight.
Yeah.
So you're building a muscle memory. How memories and trauma disturb you for the rest of your life, so does posture. You have to create a muscle memory of posture. You have to let go of everything that you have learnt along the way, which you have just worked on. Subconsciously,
Yeah.
right? So you have to de-learn that, and that sometimes learning is easier,
Unlearning.
but unlearning
It's hard.
is harder.
It's harder. True.
You know?
True. They say that you are born because it's time for you to unlearn things.
It's like we were born. Did your mother teach you how to walk? No, no.
No.
My mother did not teach me. Nobody's
No.
mother. Oye, बच्चा walk कर रहा है. That's it.
Yeah.
We don't know how to walk correctly. No one has taught us how to walk.
I never like thought
Like
about
how
that.
the heel needs to go first, then the toes, how the toes need to engage fully, how the whole body needs to be back, where your gaze needs to be when you're walking. How do you walk correctly? And most people want to do everything else but not learn how to walk correctly, which they spent 18 hours of their life other
Yeah.
than they're sleeping
Yeah.
for 6 hours.
Yeah.
15 to 18 hours of your life you're walking and you're not walking correctly.
Damn.
It is real, it's damning.
Reality check, guys.
Correct.
Well, Sunaina, I want to know the secret to your life that you incorporate in your daily regular routine that makes you happy, carefree, and healthy within your mind.
Yes, I think that childlike ability to just take life.
Yeah.
I think I'm a child.
Yeah.
And I think that really, like, I will look at something really exciting and my eyes will be like I have a 4-year-old best friend, you know. I'm a child and I think that keeps me really mentally healthy. I watch cartoons. I love watching cartoons. It takes me. I love it. I think it takes me back to my childhood because whenever we would come back from school, we'd switch on the TV and watch cartoons.
Yeah.
Whether it was Scooby Dooby Doo, Casper, we used to watch all that. So even now, I watch adult cartoons. But I like cartoons.
Yeah.
And I think taking everything, I think mentally, I take everything as. I don't find coincidences in life. I think everything is there because it had to be there.
Yeah.
So I look at everything with that eye that I kind of bounce in my life much faster. I don't look at things that this has happened to me.
Yeah.
And I think that has kept me mentally very healthy. I also think sense of humor.
Absolutely. I'll give it to you.
You know, sense of humor is so important.
Yeah.
To be able to just laugh things off.
Yeah.
I'll be like so sad and I'll be telling you, Sudakshana, this happened, and in 2 seconds we'll be laughing.
Yeah.
And we'll take it as, and I think laughter is a
Medicine.
really important medicine to have. I think what really keeps me mentally healthy is my children, because I have 3 of them. I have my teenage daughter. She doesn't keep me mentally healthy all the time. But just that feeling of having her like my kid, it keeps me, my doggies keep me really mentally healthy.
Yeah.
And I think living between Bombay and Goa, I've also incorporated a lot of nature in my life. I'm a water baby. So I would go to the beaches and I swim every day. For me, when I swim for 1 hour, it's meditation for me. It keeps me mentally very healthy. I like to be in my nature.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a few of them. There's so many things that work keeps me primarily mentally healthy. That purpose, my friends. There's so many things that we have in our lives that really help our mental state. Like having a strong, beautiful family.
Yeah.
Who's by your side, who lets you be, who lets you show your authenticity all the time, who's never curbed you in that way. So there's so many things that kind of keep a person, like they keep me very mentally healthy.
I guess if I can conclude that, you keep your inner child alive with everything that it wants and likes, be it the kids, be it the doggies,
I think
be it
I
the
only have an
cartoon.
inner child. I don't
Yeah.
think I have anything else.
Yeah, I guess everything is about that, keeping your inner child happy and letting life just be there.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Of course. I think that's just the most important.
Now this or that edition, beach or mountains?
Beach.
Cats.
And mountains.
Okay, yeah. Cats or dogs?
Definitely dogs.
I can see that. And everyone else can see that. Yoga or swimming?
It's the hardest one because I just love the water. I think yoga in the pool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I don't know how, but okay. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Morning person or a night owl?
Both. I love being up also in the night because
Yeah.
I feel a lot gets done for me then.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. Movies or books?
Books more.
New York or Mumbai?
Mumbai always. Mumbai meri jaan.
Well, beautiful. Well, Sunaina, that was a very insightful session. A lot to take away, especially for me personally. And it gave an insight to what your body is holding on to.
Yes.
So thank you so much for that. But one last question, because we are on the Breaking Stereotypes show. What is that one stereotype that you would like to break?
So I think one stereotype I would say was, even when I was young, I lived in South Africa, right? So I would see a lot of these women who were 60 years old, 70 years old, 80 years old, looking really sexy in bikinis, had been divorced, had a boyfriend, and they never had age as a barrier. And when I came to India and when I shifted to India, age was a barrier here. बुढ़े हो गए यार, अब क्या करना, अब क्या सीखना, अब तो बुढ़े हो गए हैं. Like till now, my ex-mother-in-law did her PhD in history of art.
Wow.
Right, at the age of 70. My grandmother, she passed on now, but she was 92, where she took a cruise with my mom. She went down the stairs into the submarine, and she really lived her life. And I really feel that the stereotype of age dictates what you do in your life is really a stereotype. You can do whatever you want. You can be the biggest human you want at the age of 70. You can do stuff at the age of 10. They are stereotypes. Age is really just a number.
Beautifully cute, like beautiful. And I guess you are doing that every single day. And we
Definitely.
look up to you. When we look up to you, I guess the younger generation, or like people my age, we constantly feel like there's a need to be mature, there's a need to be in a certain box. But when I look up to you, I can see that, hey,
There is no box.
you do whatever you want.
You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You do whatever your heart desires, how it can help other people, and in your desires you're helping everyone around you. Life is really about when you uplift others is the moment you feel uplifted.
100%.
You know?
100%.
So yes.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Come here. Mwah. It was so amazing. I love doing this with you. It brings us like back to our thing.
Yes, 100%. And I guess nothing by the script, like always, just with the flow, just
Yes.
like the authentic you. So happy birthday from celebrating your 40th birthday to your 40th.
These were my radiate positivity and good
Yes.
vibes on my 40th birthday. That's Sudakshin I got for me.
Yes.
And now it's my 43rd birthday. Where are my presents for 41 and 42?
You were busy. You were busy in some another country.
I have to open my gift.
Yes, I was just okay.
Dear, thank you.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
Okay, there's a lot of packing. You guys can cut it.
I will do it so fast.
Yeah.
I love this color. I love the packaging. Oh, so sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bolies for my Sunaina stays. They're matching the color of the house.
Oh yes, and the tiles.
And the orange. I've got the orange and the blue.
Like
Thank you
crockery.
so much. Love you. Mucho. Kochi. Very cute. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
I guess
thank you
every
for
time.
this podcast with me. That's my biggest gift.
I know.
Thank you.
Thank you to you that you gave your time and you waited when it was all like delayed. But yes, thank you so much. Let's keep this aside.
Wrap up.
So until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep breaking stereotypes.